We also picked easy mode because I was like... Anyway. So we're gonna go to the square?
Yeah!
That's where I'm going.
Sure.
I'll ride Mouse, then you can ride Bruce.
He's gonna put his jacket back on and his wings are gonna... Yeah.
He looks far less not inconspicuous. He's still wildly conspicuous.
He still has a hat on.
Yeah.
Yep.
What kind of hat?
The straw hat.
Straw hat?
Yeah, the straw hat.
Chill.
It is baby cold.
Fuck you.
Would not put socks in the sun. Because it's fine.
A chill is not the same thing as being cold. I don't even know what causes chills.
Muscle spasm.
So you're all headed northern part of town with the various crowds and stragglers, and you'll notice that as you walk, the slower people glance back over their shoulders and then veer sharply away from the main road as you and Bruce especially make your way through the roads.
Do they not see his hat?
Why don't you ride on him?
Okay.
So maybe they'll know he's friendly.
I'm gonna just, like, step on Mouse's face while I climb up onto the shark.
Just sit on his shoulder.
He sighs deeply.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say something snarky, but I forgot.
Why
so.
break character?
Yeah.
So you all make it to the square. There are lots of people. You're sort of relegated to the back of the square and the back of the crowd, both for arriving after everybody and because you have giant animals of terror. Bruce is like a rock, and the crowd parts wherever he is. Like waves, just nope.
Should name him Moses.
When it feels cold.
Anyway.
Did we learn something today?
Yes.
Did you look up a penis?
Yes.
Which one?
Mine.
Oh.
I should have determined. It wasn't.
Did you have to, like, magnify it?
Yeah, it wasn't his first time seeing it.
I know,
but...
it was like, it must be cold. There you go.
Anyway, go on, guys. Sorry.
On the stages, you see Father Xanthus in his white robes in the blue middle with the large medallion standing behind the podium, talking to some people in the front.
What's on the medallion?
It's a big clock.
Oh, that's manly. Does he look like Flava Flav?
Flava Flav!
No.
Show me what you got.
Headache.
Disqualified.
You all joining the crowd then, or
Yep.
you stay in the back, or?
Kind
I'm
of staying
still
in the
wondering
back.
how to shadow over a giant gorilla and shark.
So as you all come
Disregard.
in,
Disregard.
Bjerger has made it a point to stand behind you the entire time, shoulders up, head forward, just...
Trying to be taller than you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
What are you doing
Shadowing
precisely? We have our own shadows.
I like his. It's cooler.
You said you didn't have enough shadow.
And he has
Who
the...
said?
I did. You don't have enough shadow.
I don't have enough shadow.
Her shadow's
Don't-
really small.
Don't encourage
Can we
him.
combine shadows? Wait, I'm gonna take Bruce's jacket off again. We'll make a big shadow together. Come on.
I don't know why we're still doing this.
Bruce is not letting his wings out, by the way. He's
Bruce.
just-
I was curious how a gnome on his head was managing to remove his jacket, to be honest.
I got the monkey climb feet.
I'm certain.
I've been trained as
when
a
she
monkey.
starts to try to take it off, he'll take it off for her. He amuses her, essentially.
A lot of things seem to do that.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend must be very, very, very happy.
And imaginary.
Can you give me his happy?
Do you know what a boyfriend is?
We went to a movie once.
No, it's friendless boys. Those are my boyfriends.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
You guys are boyfriends.
No, they are
We
friends.
are boyfriends.
They're not even really friends.
We're all friends.
We're boy acquaintances.
Boy allies.
Boy allies.
Boy allies.
The word of the week as it is.
And you are
Girl allies.
allies.
No, you're girlfriends. You're boyfriends.
No.
You're still
No.
saying that word.
And the
No, hold on. Are you separating the two words out, or are you making them one word?
they're two words.
Okay, that's fine then.
You say,
Right.
like, girl.
Is there a
friend.
difference if you put them together?
It makes a huge difference.
We'll tell you when you're
Anyway,
older.
what's the crowd doing?
Well, the crowd has somewhat moved up further from the various assortment of
Weirdos.
strangenesses and oddities that have been presented north towards the back.
Sparkles.
Small gnome with pink hair atop a straw-hatted land shark in a jacket that says members only.
We're discussing
I just keep thinking that.
one word or two words, and we're like, girl, friend, boy, and then Bruce and Mog, or Bruce and Mouse are like,
Now, kids. Oh. Anyway, so Father Xanthus gets up on the stage. Oh, he's up there, and he waves his arms, and the people...
Is this the stage?
No.
Yes, it is. The crowd quiets down some, and he looks out over them, and he nods to a few people in the crowd, and
Is this the crowd?
his eyes scan over you a little bit, and he nods his head a little bit, but... And then shakes it like, oh boy. Clears his throat and looks out. Hello to all of you again. I'm so glad that all of you have come today. I've met with so many of you, and it brings me a great deal of joy to see all of you enjoying all of the festivities and fun that Sandpoint has provided. Father Xanthus steps up on stage. He acknowledges a few people in the crowd. His eyes meet yours briefly in the very back astride your giant shark, and he nods somewhat in puzzlement, and but doesn't seem to freak out too much. He's keeps his cool, and he turns back to the part of the crowd and raises his hands in sort of a welcoming gesture. Hello to all of you again. I hope today has been one of fun festivities for all of you. I cannot express how glad I am that so many have come to our small town and found so much happiness and fun today. Things have not always been so joyous here in Sandpoint, though. We have overcome a great deal in the past 5 years, and there's no telling what the future holds. I hope that today you will come away not only with the excitement from the festival, but the knowledge that when people band together, they can overcome many things. Today exists only because the people of Sandpoint came together and worked together to make all of this happen. I would ask you to turn your eyes to the cathedral that we completed only recently, and that this festival is not only our annual seasonal festival, but the beginning of this cathedral's new history. And he sort of turns, and you can see him lift up a small stone and squeeze it, and it shatters. And you hear this loud crack, like thunder, that goes out over the town, over the square, and everybody is like, sort of gasps. And when he does that, the doors of the cathedral are pushed open by a pair of clerics, and you see, like you saw early in the day, but on a much grander scale, hundreds of little swallowtail butterflies being released out of the front of the cathedral. In addition to that, you can see people on top of the cathedral releasing more of the small yellow butterflies out over the crowd, and they start to fly up over the crowd, over the town, into basically the nice orange and purple sunset, sort of creating a nice scenic image. As you might have figured out, as you walked around town, the swallowtails butterflies are the symbol of Desna, which is very important to this town's history, and this cathedral is primarily a town for just all the good, place for all the good gods. Desna is of special importance. Father Xanthus turns back to the crowd, and he waves his hands for them to calm down, and you can see a few children sort of trying to jump up and bat at the butterflies, and he starts to address them, but you can see as he looks out over the crowd, his attention is diverted to the left, and he suddenly looks a little concerned.
A gnomish ornithopter is trying to fly through the crowd of butterflies. Ah! He starts going to go crash into the audience.
You follow Father Xanthus' gaze, you can see down the town, which sits a little lower, little columns of smoke start to come up near the docks and the gate you came in. And you can hear various noises, a few screams, a few yells, and the distinctive clash of metal on metal.
What does the fire represent?
Want to go check it out?
Sure. makes more sense than shadowing.
So as you all are looking, you see the few guards that are here start to rush off towards this other part of town. And then, as they run off, and Father Xanthus sort of starts to usher the crowd, sort of
I'm
down.
going to stop one of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a short sword?
No, what? No.
Does anyone have a short sword?
I'm sure you could find... I'm sure you could find some around town. Excuse me. And he runs off with a few other guards.
Fuck it. Pull the size out.
As you see the columns of smoke, and then suddenly in the crowd, you hear a scream. Everybody make a perception check.
Nat 20.
1.
10.
Is it 10? Oh no.
21.
I'm pretty sure it's like
So
a.
you two, gentlemen, see a dead dog lying at the edge of the crowd. Its
3.
throat cut open near a wagon. And, you can see the people jumping away from it, some pointing, some screaming. But in the midst of the crowd and all the moving, managed to pick out a small figure running behind one of the wagons that was used for festival supplies. And you hear a small ee.
They're like little me's.
At this point, the crowd is starting to just run away, basically, from the sudden dead dog, the sudden apparent attack on the town. The square begins to empty out as people pull their children away. Father Xanthus continues to stand on the stage, ushering for calm, until an arrow strikes the podium.
Please stand and await your slaughter.
At which point he stumbles backwards as you see on a wagon 3 tiny figures.
I'm assuming these guys are gone now.
Yep.
The goblins are near.
Where's
What do you say?
the rest of the party, by the way?
You should probably decide where you are.
I'm on Bruce, so.
Bruce.
I just realized there was no camera at the GM, other than his side shots.
Well, yeah. And John says he essentially helps out a lot because it's one less camera they have to deal with on the party.
I'm gonna just fix that.
No,
That's
that doesn't
not
really
can't
wanna-
do.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's not going to work that way.
Alright, just.
3 tiny figures, 2 of them on a wagon, 1 coming out from behind it with a
Oh, look, it's more of them.
ugly serrated sword dripping with fresh blood. If the crowd had been moving slowly before, you can see them suddenly begin to panic and scream and run in different directions away from the goblin.
I wish I could move as fast as that. That was amazing.
A lot of them start to run towards the cathedral, and Father Xanthus manages to hop off the back of the stage and starts ushering people into the cathedral quickly. What would you all like to do? Or maybe I should say, roll for initiative.